Today I want to talk to you guys about something that's a little different, but equally close to my heart. Even though I only live here in Bali for a few months every year, it really does feel like my second home. I always feel at home here, I always feel like I'm welcomed with open arms, and I've always wondered how I can give back to the Balinese people that have always welcomed me so openly to their beautiful island of the gods. With the spread of COVID-19, the virus being declared a pandemic, and the entire world closing its borders overnight, this beautiful paradise island pretty much became a ghost town overnight last March. People in both the beautiful, developed southern coastal towns such as Kuta and Canggu, Seminyak, Sanur, and people living in the more remote northern hillside villages in Ubud, near Mount Batur and near Mount Agung, are all suffering from a lack of income and from the lack of tourists. And it can be really quite heartbreaking to see firsthand, such as the incredible people I met when I was in Kintamani up near Mount Batur.
Before, usually when before Corona, we sell this one. My daughter sell this. We make it, but now no tourists.
I know.
From the stone, lava. Nearly 1 year. Nearly 1 year the Corona.
I know.
Now so I sell this.
Recently, I came across a charity called Let Us Give Back, and alongside a local NGO called Relawan Bali, they are trying to give back to Balinese families that are currently in need. Be it food deliveries or helping them to build new, safer homes and better places to live, they are doing what they can to give back to this amazing island. One of these families is the beautiful Budiasa family, who are living in a collapsed building at the top of a mountain very close to Mount Agung with their family of 5 children. I talked to Calvin from Let Us Give Back to hear a bit more about the Budiasa family and why they are trying to fundraise to build this beautiful family a new home.
I'm Calvin, I'm from London. I've been out in Bali for about 11 months now. Everybody here became so hospitable and took care of me, and since then I've been working on a non-profit organisation called Let's Give Back, trying to give back to the communities who have been so hospitable to us throughout the pandemic. I guess the way we really started was providing organic food delivery service, connecting farmers in the area to tourists who were, long-term expats at the time due to the circumstance. We started running events and working together with some of the local businesses to try and create a sustainable change. And since then we've started working with local charities and connecting Westerners with them and to help fundraise to support disabled members of their communities, to help support families in need, and help to raise awareness really to the struggles that some of these families have. Back in August we went with Relawan Bali on some food drops. We went around a couple of their villages that they'd been provided by the government as identified as high risk, who needed help. And we met this incredible family. So we're driving through the mountains, we're already at cloud level. I have no idea how high it is, maybe 800 meters high. It's such a significant mountain standing up on a ledge. And we're in the jungle, it's not well developed. We park up and we have to walk up this hillside, which I could not believe how steep it was. It's a bit embarrassing, me trying to carry rice compared to the locals who just seem to fly up, no bother. So yeah, on this food drop, we walk up this incredible mountain with supplies to drop for a family, and we're greeted by these beaming smiles from the mother, from the 2 youngest children, who straight away run out. They're inquisitive and playful with the camera. They're really coming out of their shell and just wanting to find out more about us and show us their animals, their chickens running around. Yeah, we stayed around, we tried to find out a little bit more about them, what their passions were, what their hobbies were, really trying to find out in what way we could help them. But we completely, disregarded their environment because they never brought attention to the circumstances that they were in. They were more interested in, having fun and being hospitable to us. And it wasn't until later that we actually looked around and saw that their sleeping arrangements were so destitute. They had, some 2 bedrooms for 7 people, with some of them sleeping on the floor, etc., etc. And it just wasn't a safe environment,
So the plan is to build them a new house.
So we're working with Relawan Bali, who are a fantastic organisation in East Bali. They have a government charter of families who need help in their region, which is North Amlampura. They've built houses before, so we spoke to the family. We made a really big point of asking the family exactly what we could do to help them. We found out their work situations, their educational situation, and essentially found that we needed to move them down into the village, allow them to travel into the schools, allow them to travel into the towns to work, and this is the fundamentals that we could give them with the home.
Right now, Calvin and his team are trying to fundraise £2,800, about €3,200 or 54 million rupiah, to build this beautiful family a new home. They have set up a GoFundMe, which I'm going to link down below, and they've actually already raised about £700 or 13 million rupiah, and they only need to raise about 40 million more to make this project a reality.
We've been working with, I have an interior designer that I work closely with on a few projects, and she is building us out kind of, you know, 3D rendering to look at how we can use a space in a way that gives them back something a bit more personal, gives them just a bit more than the bare minimum that they've been making do with. At the moment, we have the design work going on, the architecture work going on. We also have just secured the land, so we have an area of land bought for them, or lease for them, should I say, for a 10-year lease. So already we've started to make movements.
As with all charities and NGO work, there are many restrictions and many ways in which outsiders may look in and judge. While there will always be more that we can do and more people that need help, this is one family that we can together as a community help, and one family we can really make a difference to, making their future a little brighter and making their lives a little bit easier. I obviously love making my YouTube videos and showing off how beautiful Bali is, how beautiful the landscapes are and the charm of the people, but I'm equally happy to be doing this, to be making this video, and to be giving back in even just a tiny little way. This is not about arriving into a community and judging how they live. This also isn't about trying to change the way people here live, as the people living up in East and North Bali are some of the strongest and most resilient communities you will find here on the island of Bali. And it is certainly not up to us to tell them how they should or should not live their lives. This is about giving a local family a leg up so that they can help themselves, listening to what they need so that they can help themselves long term in a more sustainable way. So if you guys have ever been to Bali and experienced the warmth and kindness of the Balinese people, I urge you please to think about donating to this amazing GoFundMe project and helping to build the Budiasa family a new home. I'm going to leave the GoFundMe link below so that you can read more about Let Us Give Back and you can learn more about this project. So, terima kasih, thank you for watching, see you guys in my next vlog.